Hello, Zero Books readers. This YouTube video is going to be taking a look at Donald Trump, nihilism, and what, if any, differences exist between various kinds of hopelessness. During the lead-up to the election of Emperor Cheeto, an interesting variation developed in the orchestrated folly that made up the main melody of the Trump campaign. The main tune of Trump's campaign was a simple-minded melody made up of the kind of positive thinking that might have been crafted by an undead and shit-faced Norman Vincent Peale.
All right, we have a comment coming in from Ian Woolston who says, who has your vote for the 2016 presidential election?
Donald Trump.
No, this one, if he doesn't run, him.
But otherwise,
yes,
Donald
J.
Trump would be the one. Okay.
Is a hero of ours. He is his own priest. I shouldn't say that. He asked me not to, but he
But under this surface and behind the scenes, there was a dark strain of nihilism that perversely justified a Trump vote.
In Iowa, Donald Trump still leading the polls ahead of Ted Cruz. At a rally today in Des Moines, Trump supporters said that he is the man for
Trump, Jesus.
What? Wait, why not Trump?
Because he's a jerk. He drops out of the debates, and I don't know, I think he'd ruin this country.
Okay, so why not that? Like, what's so fucking great about this country? I mean, we used to be great. We used to be have a great workforce. We used to be educated. We used to pretend to be moral, right? Now everything's made in China by fucking babies. Everybody's stupid on purpose, and nobody gives a shit about anything except consumer pleasures. So why not Trump? Let's just get this shit over with. That should be his slogan. Trump, let's get this shit over with.
The nihilism started off as a critique of Trump, as a plea against Trump. But it went viral again a few weeks before the election when Michael Moore released his film, Trumpland, a film that was meant to be an ode to Hillary Clinton, but which, instead, was used by Trump supporters to push the Donald into the presidency.
Donald J. Trump. They see that the elites who ruined their lives hate Trump. Corporate America hates Trump. Wall Street hates Trump. The career politicians hate Trump. The media hates Trump after they loved him and created him and now hate him. Thank you, media. The enemy of my enemy is who I'm voting for on November 8th. Yes, on November 8th, you, Joe Blow, Steve Blow, Bob Blow, Billy Bob Blow, all the blows get to go and blow up the whole goddamn system because it's your right. Trump's election is going to be the biggest fuck you ever recorded in human history. And it will feel good.
And if you scratch the surface of this pro-Trump nihilism, seemingly born out of political frustration and despair, you'll find a more conscious political nihilism working for Trump. While Moore's Trump endorsement was accidental, Slavoj Žižek, Christopher Katcham, and the largely reviled platypus-affiliated society gave tactical endorsements which amounted to simple-minded, accelerationist excuses for what could only really be explained as a desire to watch the establishment burn, regardless of the consequences. And this desire for an absolute negation was not only present amongst a tiny fraction of Trump supporters who managed to convince themselves that they were still leftists as they pulled the lever for Trump, but it was also the main motivating force behind Trump's intellectuals from the alt-right. Now, for us at Zero Books, an uncomfortable question arises. Are we somehow at least partially responsible for this new British-American nihilism? Lissandro Claudio, writing for the online journal Quartz, thinks so. He may not blame Zero Books directly, but he does point his finger in our general direction. In his July 1st, 2016 essay, he wrote, "The academic nihilists and Trumpists are in agreement about one key issue. The system is fundamentally broken, and liberals who believe in working patiently towards a change are weak.
Get them out. Ready? Are you ready? Get them out of here. Get them out of here. Get the hell out of here.
However, in our defense, nihilism may be unavoidable if you're thinking things through all the way to the end. So the nihilism of Trump, or Marine Le Pen, or Brexit, or any of the other rising fascists in the world can't be overcome simply by promising to be good, or to try harder, or to commit more fully to the principles of equality, fraternity, and solidarity. In order to transcend these problems that we find ourselves in, we committed liberals, that is those of us who don't wish to regress but rather want to improve our social world, we will have to move, to change, to be transformed, and to transform the world. So while it's true that Thacker's book ultimately offers up a modern form of mysticism as a solution to Faust's dilemma, a mysticism that he justifies on ecological grounds, a solution that may not lead us back to the commitments we need in order to oppose Trump, no simple denial of the problems of liberal modernity, of the Enlightenment, will ultimately do. Instead, we'll have to continue to take the original slogan of this imprint to heart. And even if the world and culture we now inhabit is no longer the blandly consensual one Tariq Goddard once wrote about, we will have to press on with the conviction that engaged theoretical reflection is more important than ever. So, as the UK leaves the EU and Trump moves into the White House, we will go on, even though it often seems impossible.
If it opens, it will be I. It will be the silence. Where I am, I don't know. I'll never know. In the silence, you don't know. You must go on. I can't go on. I'll go on.